You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
AI agents are now reading sensitive data, executing actions, and making decisions across our environments. But are we managing their access safely? Join Dave Bittner and Barak Shalef from Oasis Security on Wednesday, December 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern for a live discussion on agentic access management and how to secure non-human identities without slowing innovation. Can't make it live? Register now to get on-demand access after the event. Visit events.thecyberwire.com. That's events with an s.thecyberwire.com to save your spot.
Ever wished you could rebuild your network from scratch to make it more secure, scalable, and simple? Meet Meter, the company reimagining enterprise networking from the ground up. Meter builds full-stack, zero-trust networks, including hardware, firmware, and software, all designed to work seamlessly together. The result? Fast, reliable, and secure connectivity without the constant patching, vendor juggling, or hidden costs. From wired and wireless to routing, switching, firewalls, DNS security, and VPN, every layer is integrated and continuously protected in one unified platform. And since it's delivered as one predictable monthly service, you skip the heavy capital costs and endless upgrade cycles. Meter even buys back your old infrastructure to make switching effortless. Transform complexity into simplicity and give your team time to focus on what really matters, helping your business and customers thrive. Learn more and book your demo at meter.com/cyberwire. That's METER.com/cyberwire.
The word is anti-cheat software. Spelled anti, as in against, cheat, as in bypassing something for an advantage, and software, as in a computer program. Definition: software designed to prevent cheating in video games. Example sentence: the anti-cheat software detected a player using aimbotting. Origin and context. According to A. Tarantola at Engadget, quote, "For as long as we've played games, there have been players willing to break the rules in order to win. Whether it's rolling weighted dice, counting cards, or hip-checking pinball machines, you can bet your bottom dollar that if there's a game of chance, someone's working to work the odds in their favor," end quote. And it's not different for video games. In the early computer game days, developers created cheat codes to help them navigate their software more efficiently. They could enter a sequence of button presses that allowed them to skip around the levels, become invincible, or pull up a developer's console. Players also discovered accidental cheats by exploiting bugs in the game mechanics or by directly manipulating the game console's memory. But finding cheats in a single-player and local games, particularly in the early days of gaming, was viewed as more of a fun hobby rather than anything malicious. Many of these games intentionally included cheats to give players the option to modify the gameplay, such as the ability to spawn an invisible tank in Grand Theft Auto 3 or give characters giant heads in the Tony Hawk games. According to Engadget, quote, Doom 2016 for the PC allows for an equally wide variety of cheat codes to be entered through the command line, end quote. Once online gaming took off, however, cheating became a more serious problem. Users could install software that gave them an unfair advantage over millions of other players. By ruining the experience for everyone else, this can directly impact the reputation and revenue of the game developer, including multi-billion-dollar first-person shooter franchises like Activision Blizzard's Call of Duty and Bungie's Destiny 2. Game developers created anti-cheat software in response to this problem. And there are many different versions of this type of software. Some are packaged in the game, some are installed separately on the computer, and some are hosted on the game's online servers. This software has always required some trade-offs of privacy, but it made headlines in 2020 when Riot Games packaged a kernel-level anti-cheat software with its Valorant game. In modern operating systems, designers create levels of privilege, or rings of privilege. For example, Ring 3, the least privilege, is where the normal everyday user operates. At Ring 3, you don't have permission to change anything on the computer. On the opposite end, Ring 0, called the kernel, this is where the operating system runs. The operating system has the highest level of privilege because it has to manage how the computer functions. Software running at Ring 0 had better be error-free and efficient, or the computer itself becomes unstable. With the Riot Games kernel-level anti-cheat software, according to Brian Menegas at Wired, quote, an increasingly vocal subset of gamers are concerned that the software meant to detect and ban cheaters has become overly broad and evasive, posing a considerable threat to their privacy and system integrity, end quote. In other words, why would we significantly increase the attack surface and the stability of our computers in order to spend a few happy hours every day destroying 7-year-olds in Fortnite? I mean, it's fun, but it's probably not worth it. On the other hand, nobody likes a cheater. And it takes the fun out of the game if the 7-year-olds you're up against are running circles around you because they're cheating and you're not. Why would you pay the $50 for the game if you know that cheating within it is rampant? Microsoft announced a compromise in 2021 saying that it wouldn't be using Ring 0 or kernel-level anti-cheating software in its new Halo Infinite game. According to Wired, quote, within days of launching, the Halo subreddit exploded with complaints about the absence of anti-cheat measures, end quote. As in all things, achieving security is a collection of decision trade-offs that either affect the level of security on one end or the efficiency or privacy of the system on the other. This is as true in the gaming industry as it is in any other vertical. Nerd reference. In June of 2020, the YouTube channel Tech Quickie broke down the current state of anti-cheat software in the gaming industry today.
Competing against other players online is a bigger part of video gaming today than it ever has been. So it's no surprise then that fair play online is being taken more and more seriously, both by gamers who view cheating as a huge impediment to their experience and by developers who are pushing anti-cheat software to keep players honest. And of course, prevent gamers from just quitting a game because they're frustrated with how many cheaters there are on the servers. But these anti-cheat mechanisms have come with some issues of their own, and notably, the solution implemented by Riot Games for their hit shooter Valorant has really ruffled the feathers of many in the community.
Word Notes is written by Tim Nodar, executive produced by Peter Kilpie, and edited by John Petrick and me, Rick Howard. The mix, sound design, and original music have all been crafted by the ridiculously talented Elliot Peltzman. Thanks for listening.
AI is transforming every industry, but it's also creating new risks that traditional frameworks can't keep up with. Assessments today are fragmented, overlapping, and often specific to industries, geographies, or regulations. That's why Black Kite created the BKGA3 AI Assessment Framework to give cybersecurity and risk teams a unified, evolving standard for measuring AI risk across their own organizations and their vendors' AI use. It's global, research-driven, built to evolve with the threat landscape, and free to use. Because Black Kite is committed to strengthening the entire cybersecurity community. Learn more at blackkite.com.